everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue. Now, it's December the 1st today and I have made a bit of a crazy decision because for every day of Advent and the run up to Christmas, I am going to do a daily podcast. Now, in the vlogging world, they'd call this a Vlogmas. I am calling this, get ready for it, my Podcastmas. I'm sticking with it. I know, it's probably naff, but I'm sticking with it. It's my Podcastmas. So every day of December that leads up to Christmas, I will be doing a daily podcast. And I want it to just completely highlight and celebrate all the wonderful things about this time of year, about Christmas, about the festivities, about how giving people are, how generous people are. Just people in December just seem in so much of a happier mood. And it's just like this massive celebration of the year. And I love it. And up until sort of 5 years ago, I was a real self-confessed Scrooge. You can ask any of my friends. I hated Christmas carols. I hated Christmas. I didn't do any Christmas shopping until Christmas Eve. I was one of those people. But since having baby Blue, year by year, I've just got a little bit more into Christmas. And this year, I've been possessed. I swear, like I've had visits from the ghosts that I just don't remember because my tree was up in November. That's unheard of for me. I've never, ever even thought about doing that before. But no, the tree was up in November. Baby Blue helped me put it up, which we've never done together before either. I had a playlist ready about a week ago. So we've got Christmas songs playing. From October, that one as well. We've been playing Christmas songs and singing them since October. It's mad. Haven't wrapped presents. I'm not that crazy, though I do have quite a lot of them bought. But that's the sensible money thing. The reason I've done that. I've started buying Christmas food, a bit like a squirrel. I'm stocking up on all my Christmas food. So my bottles of Schlur and matchmakers and crackers and mince pies and all the things that you have to have for Christmas. So I know I've got them because last year we didn't have mince pies or carrots for Father Christmas and the whole of my town ran out of them. So I've got my mince pies ready. Heston ones, Lucky Santa, love them. And I don't know if we're going to do a carrot because last year we went up the woods and we got loads of lichen off the floor and the trees because that's what deer eat in the wild. So that's why we put that down because we couldn't get a carrot. But we'll see. Hopefully, touch wood, we get a carrot. If not, we can use our backup as lichen. Little tip for you all if you don't have a carrot. So yeah, I just love Christmas this year. And what I'm finding is because I've embraced it and not gone, oh God, people are talking about Christmas and it's only December, it's only November, what is going on, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's in the shops, this is, and I've actually gone, oh wow, it's in the shops already, that's great. I'm going to keep an eye out for deals and things. Because I've done that, I am in such a more positive and proactive and motivated mood because I'm just looking forward to Christmas. It's probably the one Christmas I've been the most stressed in my own personal life. It's the one Christmas where I've been, this is the first Christmas I've been single for 10 years, 9 years, can't think. But yeah, it's my first Christmas as a single person in a very, very long time. So you'd sort of think I'm more likely to be a bit more down, but I'm really not. It's not bothering me at all. And the one thing I was worried about back in June was where am I going to go? What am I going to do? But that's all sorted. We've had invites come in here, there and everywhere, and it's squeezing everything and everyone in is the hard bit. So we're going to be packed for Christmas and can't wait. I really cannot wait. And I urge anybody who, like me, is a bit of a Scrooge or was a Scrooge, just start embracing it. Stop saying to people, don't put your tree up before December, it's annoying, or don't do this, don't do that. Just say, oh, if you want to do that, do that. It's up to you. If you want to put your tree up in June, put your tree up in June. It's completely up to you. People are going to call you crazy, of course they are. But if it brings you joy, why the hell not? That's my philosophy behind it. Because my friend Amy has had her tree up since the beginning of November. I think she said she put it up on the 5th of November. And good on you, Amy. But she didn't put anything on social media because she didn't want people to judge her. I was like, it's your house. It's your tree. They're your kids. It's your family. If your husband doesn't mind, do it. It brings you so much joy. Do it. And the amount of people that have posted their Christmas trees today on social media, but I know they've been up for a week. It's been really annoying. As soon as my tree went up, I posted it. It was all over my Instagram. You might have seen it. Because we love it. We love having that tree there. And we can just look at it. I haven't put the chocolates on it yet, or the candy canes, because somebody keeps eating them. Not me. The little nearly 4-year-old is eating them. So they're hidden. They're going to probably go on Christmas Eve. Maybe. We'll see. And then obviously we've got Advent calendars starting today. Another joyful thing. Baby Blue was really funny this morning because I said to her she couldn't have her first Advent calendar chocolate until she'd eaten breakfast. So she had her breakfast. Then she said, Mum, can I have my Advent calendar now? And then it's a little gold coin, which I'd put in there. I've got one of these reusable Advent calendars that my mum made me. And it's got little pockets in. So I put chocolates in it this year. I tried to put toys in it last year. Did not go down well at all. So I put chocolates in, given up. But yeah, so she had a little chocolate. And then about half an hour later, Mummy, can I have some toast? Yeah, of course you can have some toast. Made her some toast. I gave her a toast. She ate all her toast, showed me she'd eaten her toast. Can I have another Advent calendar chocolate now? It's like, it doesn't work like that. If you have 2 breakfasts, doesn't mean you get 2 Advent calendars. But it just made me laugh because the mentality of a 3, nearly 4-year-old is just beautiful. It's just so funny. And she cracks me up. Some of the one-liners she's come out with this weekend have been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Especially during Strictly. I think it's her most comical moment is when we're watching Strictly. Speaking of which... Oh, I'm so happy. Strictly spoiler coming up. Chris Ramsey, who is not a secret, he is my favourite. I want him to do as best he can. I don't necessarily need him to win, but the fact that he's in the semi-finals just makes me so happy. He wasn't bottom of the leaderboard. This is why I'm so happy that he didn't go out. And poor Baby Blue, we'd had dinner a little bit late, so she was still up watching it with me. And I had my arm around her and I was hugging her and I was like, come on, please, Shirley, pick Chris. And she did. And I screamed the roof off, like proper screamed. And she just turned to me and went, ah! And I went, did I scare you? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, but Mummy's happy. She's like, ah. I took a picture of it because it was just, it was funny, but in like it was silly. And she cheered up quite soon after, and then she got a bit upset because she quite likes Alex and Neil who went tonight, but it was just the fact that I got so excited enough to scare her was a bit worrying. But yeah, I'm so happy Chris and Karen went through, because I felt that their dance was a bit unfair because Consider Yourself isn't a foxtrot song, and the one that Alex had was more of a samba song. You could imagine doing a samba to it, but Consider Yourself just wasn't and I felt he was at a bit of a disadvantage. So I'm so glad he's got to go through, and I really cannot wait to see what he does in the semi-final. I can't wait. For me, Chris Ramsey is what Strictly is about. He went from 0 to being such a great standard now. I mean, last week he got 9s. He was right up there. I think technically he was second on the leaderboard because the first 2 were joint top. So then that made him second place. But although it showed us third. But yeah, he is up there. It's just, I think, because Kelvin's always been good and Grim's always been good and Emma's sort of been not as good as the boys, but she has been progressively better and better and better and better. I think Chris is getting overshadowed as the one that shouldn't be in it, but he really should, because he is what Strictly is about. It's about the journey. And the two favourites from last year were Stacey Dooley and Joe Sugg, the ones that started off not so great and built up. And Faye and Ashley, who 100% deserved to be in the final, they were better dancers, but the public didn't get behind them because we liked the journey. So there we go. Anyway, it wasn't meant to be a Strictly podcast, whoops, but it is going to be, just so happy. So happy. And I mean, there's another thing right there about Christmas that I love. Christmas TV. And like, you've got Strictly, the end of Strictly sort of comes over Advent, which is wonderful. And then when Strictly finishes, you're like, but then there's a Strictly Christmas special. And this year, my Joe Sugg is in it. And I love Joe and Diane, and I cannot wait to see it. I really, really can't. And there's a few of my favourites in it, actually. Gemma and Gorka are dancing together, which I can't wait to see. You've got Mark Wright coming back. You've got Tizzy coming back. You've got Richard thingy. I can't think of his name. The presenter. I can't think of his name. It's going to really annoy me. Richard Arnold, that's his name. I wanted to say Osmond, but that's the guy from Pointless. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Strictly. And I've said to Baby Blue, we can watch Strictly on Christmas Day. And she's like, because when I was a kid, we were never allowed to turn the TV on Christmas Day. And it is one rule as a mum I'm not going to enforce, because Doctor Who is on Christmas Day and Strictly. And there's other little bits and pieces that I love watching on Christmas Day. And I like watching the Queen's speech as well. Called me old-fashioned, but I really do. I'm a bit of a royalist. I do like the royal family. And I know that's probably a bit going to cause some bleh. But I like watching the Queen's speech. I like seeing what she has to say. I like seeing her pretty house. I like seeing her. So, yes. Looking forward to Christmas TV. And not just sitting watching movies all day, because that's not part of Christmas, is it? You've got to play games. You've got to open presents. You've got to stuff yourself silly with food. Oh, my God, that's another thing. The food. I think whenever people say, what's your favourite thing about Christmas? I say spending time with loved ones and the food, because it's just wonderful. You get all the wonderful vegetables, like the parsnips, and roast potatoes, and you get the peas and the roast carrots, and I just can't wait, and the stuffing and the pigs in blankets, and Christmas dinner is just wonderful. Not a big fan of Christmas pudding or Christmas cake though. No, you heard it here first. So on Christmas Day, I'll either have mince pie with ice cream or custard, or I just have ice cream because I'm not keen. For some reason, my auntie will always do black forest gatto or something like that, and I just don't like cherry, so Oh, chocolate log. That's a good Christmas dessert, isn't it? Yeah, Christmas dessert's not a thing for me, but otherwise, yes, I do like them. Although, actually, I've seen these things in Sainsbury's, and they're strawberry flavoured Father Christmas hats. And I think they're a bit like a mousse or a meringue or a sorbet or something. They look really cool, so I was thinking about getting some of those, actually, that Baby Blue and I can have when we get home as a little treat. But anyway, so yes, so this is day one of my Podcastmas. I have been to a hand-picked Christmas market today, and it was wonderful. There were choirs, there was a brass band, there were Christmas stalls, there were lots of people I knew and loved, and it was just a genuinely great feeling. And we just had so much fun. Baby Blue got her face painted again. She loves her face painted. Had lots of pictures of her taken again, being asked if they could use on websites. She's such a character that people just lap it up. But anyway, so yes, a great day for day one of Podcastmas. But anyway, join me for day two, and I will probably think of something a bit more structured to talk about. But have a fantastic day. Look forward to hearing what your advent calendars are. If you want to email me, it is aka.littleblue@gmail.com. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.